Welcome to BWA Rewind. I am your host for this evening, Hunter Orange. I'm sorry to say, but my broadcasting partner, Chuck Diesel, is not here due to the injuries that he suffered.
Hold on! Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What are you wearing?
This is a protective thing that my doctor said I had to wear for my broken nose.
Yeah.
Due to,
I was just getting
headbutted in the face, basically.
I was just getting into that. The fact that you got headbutted by George Bad and Bad Bond on top of it.
Yeah, I got some bruised rib action, a little internal bleeding thing.
The thing was ridiculous.
Well, I had it custom made.
Yeah, you custom made it yourself. Look at it. It's crooked. Nothing sewn on. Are you okay?
Look, man, I'm alright.
Alright, well, I guess,
it was a rough night.
I guess that, Chuck Diesel is here.
Oh, I'm here. It's gonna take more than a stupid headbutt and a bad bomb, I guess you wanna call it. We'll call it a GER bomb.
So this is...
I'm fine, man.
This is BWA Rewind. I'm Hunter Orange. Chuck Diesel sitting next to me. As usual, he refuses to miss a show. And
I'm like the Cal Ripken I told you before of broadcast journalism.
Yes. And I think, I would say the Hunter Orange Chuck Diesel combo is the best broadcasting duo since the duo of Brian Gumbel and Jane Pauley. That's just my humble opinion that,
Absolutely.
Because now not only do we host this wonderful program, Rewind, we are now your commentators for BWA Implosion. And I'm sorry to say that you did get, bad bomb, but, we have to, we had some complaints. People say we talk about ourselves too much on this program.
It comes down to...
But at least, hey, we're not Joe Gertner. We don't talk about ourselves 24 hours a day.
And it comes down to freedom of speech. I said what I felt.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to repeat it because I do not want to...
It's not my fault that your wife has nice tits. It's not my fault.
I'm not going to repeat what you said because...
But I'm going to say this. Her tits aren't nearly as nice as Ophelia Payne. I'm going to say that right here, right now.
You got pretty up close and personal with old Ophelia's, I don't know what, tits.
I could be wrong, but I think she digs me. I'm just saying.
I think she digs you there.
I think she digs.
Yeah. With a bloody broken nose and everything, she still felt...
Chicks dig scars.
I guess so. This was a pretty interesting implosion this week. We had some title changes.
Yeah.
We have new champions. We have new arrivals. Not really new arrivals, but returns. Seems like every week somebody's coming back here, and every week somebody's leaving. So, speaking of leaving, we almost lost Bell Biggs this week. There was some big old hubbub going on, like he was accused of murdering or something. Who knows what happened. Anyways, he was in seclusion, and he was forced to come back and wrestle. And that did translate into him winning the Triple Threat Championship from the champion El Vato Loco in a match with your lovely bride to be. Is that what we're doing?
I don't know that far.
You're not gonna go that far?
No.
You're just a little smitten. Is that what that is?
If I get you in the shower. It's fine.
But there was a triple threat match for the Triple Threat Championship, of course, and it was El Vato Loco, Bell Biggs, and Ophelia Payne. Everybody performed splendidly in that match, but it was Bell Biggs that came out on top as the new Triple Threat Champion, crowning the first Legion champion we have right now. So Legion has Triple Threat Championship. Another title that changed hands was the Tag Team Championship, now held by Pummel and Mike Ripcord, who are representing Legion as well. This seems Legion is just growing and growing and growing. And I don't know if the Lords of the Ring are going to be able to stop this. It seems to, by my count, I think Legion now has 8 members to the Lords of the Ring who have 4 members. And, some might say that that's all you need, but, because you got to think of it this way, what's going to happen? All these people in the Legion, and they already don't really get along that well.
Yeah.
So, how long can they stay meshed together like this?
Well, the first question is when you run around and start picking up guys like Mike Ripcord, what are you doing?
He kind of did threaten us.
Wait, no, and I was, we said we weren't going to talk about ourselves a lot this week, and we're not going to.
Right.
But this needs addressing.
Okay.
So right here, right now, Mike Ripcord, I know you watch this because you don't have anything else better to do anyway. You want a piece of me? You want a piece of this guy?
Don't bring me into this.
You go find yourself a partner. If you want to be your partner now, that's fine. I don't care.
I think Mike Ripcord's got some bigger fish to fry this week because he is going to be defending his newly acquired tag team championships against the tag team of Tommy Kane and Chip Schiller.
The tag team of the decade is what people call it.
That's what they had been calling themselves for, a few months there.
They were pretty impressive when they were together last time.
I will say that they were impressive, but, it remains to be seen if they are indeed the tag team.
They were no crazy cool. No, they weren't. But they were alright.
Alright, so you're throwing out a challenge to Mike
right now.
Right, well, I'm pretty sure Mike Ripcord
he can walk through these doors right now and come get it.
Don't worry, he's not coming. We won't have to subject you to
it.
Is he even really worth it to you to fight?
Yes.
I mean, I would venture to say, you know what, I would take you up on this offer because I don't think a 2-on-1 fight is right. I would say if Mike Ripcord really wants a piece of us, go get yourself a tag team partner that equally wants, or somebody that I want a piece of.
Oh.
Who,
pray tell?
Like, why don't you find yourself a tag team partner who considers himself a broadcast journalist?
No, that hack.
I'm talking about Joe Gertner. I want to see Chuck Diesel, Hunter Orange versus Mike Ripcord and Joe Gertner. I want to see that.
Because Gertner had an awful lot to say about us too.
He did. He's a little jealous that we were taking the spotlight. But whatever. We're not going to talk about us anymore.
Moving on.
We're not going to talk about us. We're not going to talk about your sudden infatuation with Ophelia Payne and your fabulous round. I would like to say, is adjective the right word? Jugulous? Is that an adjective or is it an adverb? I don't know.
You're better off just going with fantastic and leaving them at that.
Just fantastic. Angelic areola, I would say. But we're going to move on. So we covered two different title changes. We got a new triple threat champion. We have a new two new tag team champions in winning a match. I don't know that should have been for the tag team championships because Chip Schiller and Lucifer Jackson were the tag team champions up until this week when they were stripped because Lucifer Jackson is out of commission, maybe dead. Who knows what's going on? But at least Chip Schiller has a chance again this week to become tag team champion.
To regain title.
He could have complained. He could have complained, but he didn't. He went through the right channels and he got himself a match.
He could have came out and headbutted defenseless announcers.
So another thing we have to cover is the fact that we have a new Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Finally, Tommy Kane was defeated at the hands of discombobulated Leon.
Oh, Leon. Discontented.
Disenchanted. Or disenfranchised.
Genuine.
Disco ridiculous. I don't know.
But I'm telling you what, he's 2-0 last two times he's fought TK.
Right.
And he kind of, I don't know, he got his number.
I guess so. He was a bit off the wall, and sometimes his strategy there is a little hard to counter. So yeah, there we go. There's once again, let's recap what we got going on here. New tag champions. You got Pummel Mike Ripcord representing Legion. You got new triple threat champion Bell Biggs representing Legion. You got new Universal champion Leon, not representing anybody but really himself, which is fine because there was an amicable handshake at the end of the match. There's some mutual respect going on between Leon and
handshakes in the middle of the match.
So but that wasn't so far we were like 3 for 3 on title matches. Title match or title defense, title change hands. I mean that was the norm. That's what was happening. That is what was happening. But until we came to the main event, Honest Joe Reno versus Jason Rieger for the BWA Heavyweight Championship, and the trend was stopped right there.
Oh, Joe Reno messes up the theme for the whole thing.
I know. Well, Joe Reno did retain his...
HJR says, fuck you, I'm keeping it.
He did. I can't believe how ridiculous he looked. Every time I look at Joe...
you get that in the nose with her. And seriously, you got powerbound by a girl. I got powerbound by a giant man. Alright. Like, you ever seen Mighty Joe Young? That's what it looked like to me.
The thing is so crooked. Anyway.
He's so big.
Let's stop.
He's huge.
And
he's so angry.
The World Heavyweight Championship remains around the waist of Honest Joe Reno in a bitter and venomous fight that kind of tore the house down. But at the end, it was Honest Joe Reno that came out on top. But he does have to defend again this week against Jason Rieger once again. Plus, they added in a new person in the mix, and that's Shin Hayabusa. Now, you got to wonder, is Shin Hayabusa kind of like a third wheel in this whole thing?
How'd that guy get a title
shot?
Yeah,
it's like it's almost out of nowhere.
Catch one fly with some chopsticks, and now you get a title shot?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but, whatever.
Whatever, hey, you know what? He might go in there and tear the whole house down.
If you get a shot, you might as well take advantage of every opportunity that is given to you because, world title shots around here, they don't come easily. This I will say. So, good luck to you, Shin Hayabusa. Don't get lost in the shuffle on this one, is all I'm saying.
Be aggressive. Don't take a backseat to this stuff.
I do want to talk about something while we still have a couple minutes of time left. There was a shocking sort of return this week.
Yeah.
And Josh Tyden came back. You might remember him. He used to go by the name the Eternal King of Core. I still don't know what that means, but that, that doesn't matter. But, he's back.
Core.
He's back, and he interfered he was right there at the beginning of the show, interfering in Appleton's match. But then, there was a little bit of a stare down between him and Midnight. So we'll have to see how that develops. Maybe there's some bad blood between them.
So he interferes in a match, and he doesn't get headbutted to the face. I bring the lady up, and I get headbutted to the face.
I don't know.
That's jacked up. I'm just saying. So, bully maybe, Butch?
Could be. It could be. But
next time I'm kicking that guy in the balls.
You're going to kick George Bad in the balls.
Right in the balls. Then I'm going to run like hell.
I think you're just signing your own death warrant right now.
Then I'm just going to run like hell.
So,
but I still think I can take it.
In closing, we did have an action-packed implosion this week, and it looks like the trend will continue. We'll see how the Lords of the Ring are starting to match up against the seemingly stronger, at least numbers-wise, how they stack up against the Legion. Not the Legion, how they stack up against Legion, I should say. Because it seems like Legion just kind of starts sucking everybody up in their weight. It's like they run by and it's like you're drawn to them.
Like one of those weird sci-fi movies where it's just like
sort of.
Yeah,
it's like a black hole. Legion is a black hole of.
So they're like the Borg.
They're
like resistance is futile.
It's a black hole of silk robes.
Yeah.
And great hair.
I mean, what's going to happen? Like, is it in a couple of weeks? Is this going to be us with a big Legion background?
I sure hope not.
We're going to be wearing silky robes.
I don't think I own a silk robe.
You might get one when you join. Maybe that's what the whole point is.
I don't know that.
Maybe that's their selling point. Maybe it's like everything else is equal, and dudes are like, no, dude, we don't want to be in Legion. That's not cool. And they're like, we got silk robe, and they're just like, and then people are like, right on. Like maybe that was the selling point for like Josiah Miller, right there.
The only way to really know for sure is to keep watching BWA television, keep watching Implosion, keep watching BWA Rewind, where you can see myself, Hunter Orange, and Chuck Diesel giving our opinions on everything every week right here on BWA Rewind. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next week.